Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and what a game that was between Atalanta and Fiorentina. A game of completely two different halves. 5 goals in the first half, no goal in the second half, and in the end Atalanta win that game and they are back to winning ways, and Fiorentina, their winless run in the Serie A continues. So let's get right into it. I mean, what a game really that was. Some spectacular game, to be very honest with you. I did not watch the game live because of course Arsenal were playing at the same time, so I after the game ended, Arsenal's game ended, and I rewatched it later on. And I mean, what a game of football that was, to be very honest with you. I expected a tough game, I expected a close game. In my prediction I say that the way it is, the way both the teams are playing, it is going to be a close game, but I edged it towards Atalanta, and that's what happened. But it was a Fiorentina who started the who got the ball rolling. They were the first team that really started threatening, really started making the moves, and they got that first goal, and it was a great goal, a great header, and Fiorentina get the lead. But Atalanta at the same time, like as I said, it was such an end-to-end stuff in the first half. 5 minutes later of the first goal, Atalanta get one back, then it's Fiorentina again taking the lead. Atalanta equalize again, and then they go ahead and they take the lead just before, like 2-3 minutes before the end of first half, and it was a 3-2 at that time. And I mean, it was such a crazy game that when the first half ended, nobody would have really expected the second half to be such a boring affair after watching that first half. But in the second half, barely anything happened. Like there was nothing that you would it felt like the players they have played like they have done what they could have in the first half. Like there's nothing left in them to do in that second half. A lot of possession by both the teams in that half, a lot of sideways passing, that they were not able to create anything. So it was a bizarre sort of a game, to be very honest with you. In the first half, so many created chances created. Both teams had, like, in total more than 15 chances created, almost 7 to 8 shots on goal, equal possession. And it was like, if any neutral saw that game, if you showed them the second half, they would say, I don't want to watch football ever again. If you showed them the first half of that game, they would be like, this is the best game in the world. So like, it was such a weird game, but I would say it was quite important for Atalanta to get that win, especially after the way that they got decimated by Inter last time around. They really needed that win, and they would be really happy and glad that they got the win. It was very crucial for them. They lost their last 2 games, so it was important for them to get the win and get back on the winning ways, because if they really want to challenge for the title, they need to make sure the gap between them and the other teams at the top is not that much. Juventus and Inter have both already drawn 1-1 game, so it's not that much. It was important for Atalanta to stay in touching distance between all those teams at the top. So getting this win was very important and crucial for them, and they would be really glad that they have gone ahead and done that. Even though it was a weird game, they wouldn't really matter. I keep on saying, like, in the beginning of the season, and if you are playing a game like this, it's very important to get those early points to create a momentum. And they have come back after the international break, and they have gotten that win, even though the performance was not on that level as they would have wanted. But I would say they would be still happy. They scored 3 goals, even though they conceded 2, but they scored 3 goals, and in the second half they were able to pass it out and get those 3 points. And they would hope now that they can they are able to build on this and start getting those points and start getting their wins. They are playing on Thursday against Arsenal. We are going to the Atlanta Stadium. We're going to see how they match up in the Champions League. That's another test for them. But after the back of this win, they would be really in a really confident going into them. They would be really excited playing in the Champions League. They are at home as well against Arsenal. We won today, other North London derby against Spurs. So both of the teams are going to play that Champions League game with a win on the back. So that game is going to be quite interesting as well. If we talk about Fiorentina, I mean, they are still winless. It has not been a good start of the season. I said that they are looking really bad. Their performances have not really been that good. It is now becoming a sort of they're not able to finish those games out. Last week as well, they got lucky. They were like, I really thought that they were going to lose. They were like 2-1 for a long period of time. They got a goal back in the 96th minute, in the 6th minute of the added time, and they drew their game 2-2. And today again, they started really good. They scored 2 good goals. They took the lead twice, but they were not able to hold it out. And this has been the problem that Fiorentina are having this season. They need to make sure that they are able to defend better. They don't concede that many goals. And but if the way it is happening, it's looking really bad for them. As I said, still a winless after 4 games, and it is not looking that good for Fiorentina. What they do going forward is going to be a very crucial. They don't have any games this week. Until they are not. There's no European games for them this week. They have a week to figure it out. They need to do something. I would say that they need to get that hoodoo of the bag. They need to get that first win. The moment they get that first win, sometimes teams get into that sort of a rut where getting that first win is very important and crucial. And Fiorentina, sorry, would hope that they can go ahead and get that first win, because that plays on their mind as players, as managers. Mentally, it really affects you sometimes if you are playing good. And I think they played really good today. It's just the luck was not on their side. In the 4 games that they have played, like 2 or 3 of those games, they could have easily won, but they were not able to do that. So that affects you mentally as well as a player, as a manager. So they would really want to go ahead and get that first win, and they would hope that next week's game is the one where they go ahead and get that point. But we'll see what happens next week. Today, I cannot really criticize their performance, because as I said, the first half was completely crazy. Both teams were at it. Both teams conceded. Both teams scored. It was quite an open game. Second half, both teams like just in a way, like there was I don't really know how to describe that game in the second half, because both the teams had a good amount of possession, but both teams were not able to create any clear-cut chances in the second half, where the other team would have been threatened, and they would have feared that we are going to concede a goal. So it was a bizarre game of football, I'll be very honest with you. So yeah, that is it from me in this video. Let me know what you guys think. Atalanta fans, what are your thoughts on getting back to winning ways, and are you excited about playing in the Champions League final? This is going to be the first time that Atalanta are playing in the Champions League, so it's a big thing for them. Let me know what you guys think about that. And Fiorentina fans, it has not been the start of the season that you expected, and what do you think you guys need to do to get a win at least at the moment, because it's not looking like you are anywhere close to it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below on our whole about the game today, and about how your teams are doing, and what do you think you need to do to improve that. That is it. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 300 subscribers before the month of September, and it's quite a big task. I'll be very honest with you. Because it's like more than 100 subscribers still needed. If I am not wrong, before I started this video, it was like 116 subscribers still to go, and we are less than like almost now 14 days, because this day is almost over. So 14 days and 104 subscribers. It's a big task, but let's hope we are able to achieve our target. That is it from me in this video, and I think this is going to be the last video of the day. It is almost like 11 p.m. here. So yeah, that is it from me in this video. Until next time, bye bye.